Hello. Today we are going to discuss about 5 dangerous mistakes seniors make when drinking water in the morning and how to avoid them. Before we go into detail, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us create more helpful content just for you. In this video, you're going to learn the 5 most overlooked mistakes older adults make with their morning water routine. These are mistakes that might seem small, but can quietly sabotage your health, energy, and overall well-being. We'll walk through each one, explain why it happens, and show you how to make simple changes that bring real results. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, this video is going to empower you with the right knowledge to start your day feeling stronger, clearer, and more balanced. Let's dive right in. Mistake number 1 is drinking water that's too cold first thing in the morning. Now you might think cold water is refreshing. For years, maybe even decades, you've been gulping down that chilled glass, thinking it wakes you up, clears your throat, and kickstarts the day. But here's the truth. Your body isn't what it was in your 30s. As we get older, our circulation slows down, our metabolism changes, and our internal systems, especially digestion and blood vessels, become more sensitive to extremes. Drinking ice-cold water right after you wake up can send your body into an unnecessary state of stress. Imagine your stomach muscles contracting tightly, your blood vessels narrowing further than they already are after sleep, and your digestion freezing into inactivity. That's exactly what happens when you pour freezing cold water into an empty and delicate system. Many seniors report discomfort like stomach cramps, headaches, or even a cold sensation that lingers too long. Eleanor, age 76, used to think cold water was helping her feel refreshed, but she soon noticed her mornings left her feeling sluggish, and her stomach just didn't settle. The simple switch to room temperature water changed her whole rhythm. Within a week, her hands felt warmer, her digestion smoother, and her energy more stable. So if you've been starting your day with water straight from the fridge, try letting it sit for a bit or using lukewarm water instead. It's a small change with a big impact on how your day begins. Mistake number 2 is drinking water too quickly or in large gulps. This is one habit that sneaks in when you're feeling groggy or just eager to hydrate fast. You wake up parched, maybe with a dry mouth, and your instinct is to chug that glass and get it over with. But here's the issue. Your body is still in a transitional state. Your heart rate is adjusting, your stomach is slow to respond, and your kidneys are not yet fully ready to handle a rush of fluid. When you gulp water quickly, especially in the morning, your stomach can become bloated, your heart might flutter unexpectedly, and your balance of electrolytes can shift too rapidly. Walter, a retired football coach at 72, used to finish a full bottle of water before even getting out of bed. He thought it was the right thing to do, but some mornings he felt oddly dizzy or off. It wasn't until he slowed down, sipping water over 20 minutes instead of chugging it all at once, that things got better. His dizziness disappeared. His mornings felt lighter, more natural. That's the key here. It's not about how much water you drink. It's about how gently you let your body receive it. The lesson? Sip, don't chug. Let your body ease into hydration, not be shocked by it. Just take a moment, breathe, and allow water to refresh you, not overwhelm you. Mistake number 3 is drinking water from plastic bottles that have been left out overnight. This habit is surprisingly common. Many seniors like to keep a bottle next to the bed for convenience. But the danger lies in the material and the exposure. Plastic, especially lower quality plastic or old bottles, can release harmful chemicals like BPA or other hormone-disrupting compounds into the water, especially when exposed to warmth or reused over time. These chemicals might not have an immediate effect you can feel, but they can slowly interfere with your hormonal balance, digestion, and even brain function. Stanley, 78, had been refilling and reusing the same plastic bottle for months. It sat beside a reading lamp, and he drank from it each morning. Over time, he felt more fatigued, his digestion changed, and he couldn't shake off the feeling that something was wrong. It wasn't his diet or medication, it was the bottle. When he switched to a clean glass bottle and refilled it with fresh water every day, the change was noticeable. His energy improved, his mood lifted, and he felt like himself again. For older adults, these tiny chemicals make your organs work harder. And at this stage of life, we want to ease the burden on our liver, kidneys, and hormonal system, not increase it. So the fix is easy. Use glass or stainless steel bottles. Avoid letting water sit too long, especially in the heat. Treat your water container like part of your health, not just a convenience. Mistake number 4 is taking medication with too much water or on the wrong stomach condition. Many seniors take medications in the morning, and yes, they need water to wash them down. But there's a subtle mistake here. Taking your meds with a large glass of water on a totally empty stomach can cause queasiness, bloating, or even mess with the medication's absorption. And if you've just eaten a big meal and then take your meds with lots of water, that can also dilute their effectiveness or irritate your system. Margaret, 80, started feeling nauseous every morning even though nothing about her medicine routine had changed. It turned out she was taking her thyroid medication with a full glass of water right after waking, on an empty stomach, and then eating shortly after. The fix? She reduced her water to just enough to swallow the pill and waited a good 45 minutes before eating. That one tweak made all the difference. Her nausea stopped. Her blood work even improved. So take note of how your body reacts to your medication routine. Maybe all it takes is sipping instead of gulping, or spacing out breakfast a bit. Sometimes the right way is the gentler way. Mistake number 5 is skipping breakfast and replacing it with only water. Intermittent fasting and minimal breakfast routines might be trending among younger generations, but for seniors, this can backfire. Your body has been fasting all night. Your blood sugar is low. Your energy reserves are thin. And if all you give yourself is water, maybe followed by coffee, your body doesn't have the fuel it needs to think, move, or function clearly. Alice, 69, wanted to simplify her morning and decided to try skipping breakfast, just drinking water and black coffee until noon. At first, she felt okay, but soon she felt more tired, more forgetful, and more irritable. Her daughter noticed the change and urged her to see a doctor. After some review, it was clear Alice simply wasn't fueling her body in the morning. The fix? A small breakfast. Nothing complicated. A boiled egg, a banana, a piece of toast. That was enough to turn things around. Her energy returned, her memory felt sharper, and her mornings stopped dragging. Water is vital, but it's not a substitute for nutrients. Your brain needs protein and healthy carbs to function. Your muscles need fuel. Don't let yourself run on empty. Even something small can help you start the day on steady footing. So here's what all of this adds up to. Water is powerful. It keeps us alive, keeps us young, and helps every part of our body function better. But how we drink it matters, especially in the morning and especially as we age. Cold water, fast gulps, plastic containers, poorly timed medication, or skipping breakfast. Each of these can quietly work against your health. The good news? Each mistake is easy to fix. Start with room temperature water. Sip slowly. Use glass bottles. Adjust your medication routine. And always give your body the fuel it needs in the morning. These aren't hard changes. They're gentle shifts. But for a senior's body, gentle is exactly what works best. That you've been through decades of life, carrying wisdom, strength, and resilience. Your body deserves the kind of attention that honors that journey. So if even one of these ideas resonated with you today, try it tomorrow. See how you feel. Give your body the kindness it's been giving you all these years. And don't forget, the smallest changes often make the biggest difference. Let's continue right where we left off, deepening this important discussion about how something as simple as water can silently shape how your body feels every single day, especially as you get older. Now that we've unpacked those 5 major mistakes, let's go a step further, because avoiding mistakes is only half the story. The other half is about building the right habits, simple, gentle changes that respect your body's age. And wisdom point, one of the smartest things you can do is start your water routine while still in bed, but do it thoughtfully. Imagine this. You wake up slowly, sit up in bed, take a deep breath, and reach for a small glass of room temperature water sitting on your bedside table. Not in a plastic bottle, not ice cold, just simple, fresh, calming water in a clean glass. And you take 1 or 2 sips, not gulps, not the whole glass, just enough to signal your system, we're awake now. Let's begin. That simple act sends a gentle wake-up call to your digestion, to your kidneys, to your brain. It tells your body it's safe. We're easing into the day. This habit isn't about quantity. It's about intention. Because when you treat hydration as a ritual, not a chore, your body responds with more balance. Next, think about how your body position affects hydration. Believe it or not, posture plays a role in how water flows through your system. If you're still hunched or lying down and start drinking water too fast, gravity works against you. It increases the chances of heartburn, bloating, or reflux. But when you sit up straight, or better yet, stand and stretch a little before sipping, your esophagus is aligned, your diaphragm is open, and your digestion is more prepared. Little adjustments like that may sound too simple to matter, but they do, especially when you stack them together consistently. Let's also talk about the importance of mineral balance in your water routine. As you age, your body becomes more sensitive to electrolyte imbalances, things like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. If you're drinking lots of plain water throughout the day, especially in the morning, you could be diluting your natural electrolyte levels without realizing it. That can lead to lightheadedness, brain fog, or even muscle cramps. Now, this doesn't mean you need fancy drinks or supplements. Sometimes, adding a tiny pinch of sea salt or squeezing in a bit of fresh lemon into your morning glass can help maintain balance. Lemon not only gives a pleasant flavor, but it also supports digestion and liver function. This small shift adds minerals and activates your gut gently, just the way it should be activated after sleep. Here's another underrated tip. Connect your water intake with sunlight. When you open the curtains and let morning light touch your face and skin, you're not just brightening the room, you're aligning your body's circadian rhythm. Your body's internal clock relies heavily on light cues to regulate hormones like cortisol and melatonin. And drinking water during that first sunlight exposure helps reinforce the message that it's time to be alert, focused, and awake. Seniors who build a habit of stepping outside or sitting near a window while sipping their first glass of water often report better mood, clearer thinking, and more consistent sleep later on. It's nature's rhythm syncing up with your biology, something far more powerful than we often realize. Let's now touch on the emotional part of morning hydration. Your body might be craving more than just fluid. It might be craving stillness, grounding, and peace. If your morning feels rushed, chaotic, or stressful, your system goes into fight or flight mode, which can disturb digestion, blood pressure, and mental clarity for the rest of the day. But if you pair your first glass of water with a calm mindset, maybe a moment of silence, soft breathing, or a positive thought, you set a peaceful tone for everything that follows. Water is a carrier of intention. So when you drink it with awareness, your body receives not just hydration, but healing energy. This isn't about spirituality. It's about slowing down enough to feel your body again. Seniors often say that the best part of growing older is finally having the time to treat each moment with the care it deserves. Use that time. Your health will thank you for it. Another smart habit is to pair your morning water with gentle movement. You don't need an hour-long yoga session or a workout, but even a few stretches, shoulder rolls, or a slow walk to the kitchen after sipping water can help distribute that hydration more evenly through your muscles, joints, and organs. It wakes up your lymphatic system, the body's natural drainage system, which helps clear out toxins that build up overnight. Many older adults find that when they do this, their stiffness reduces and their energy rises faster than it does with just water alone. Hydration plus movement is a natural 1-2 punch to kickstart the day without relying on caffeine or medications. And if you're someone who often feels unwell even after drinking water correctly, look at your medication schedule and timing more closely. For example, diuretics, commonly prescribed for blood pressure, can cause dehydration if taken without a hydration plan in place. Some people take them early in the morning and then feel weak or dizzy even after drinking water. Why? Because they didn't account for how the medication affects fluid balance. In this case, the solution is to hydrate before taking the pill and again a little while after, slowly, consistently. It's not just about drinking water. It's about when and how in relation to your body's unique rhythm and needs that let's not forget the digestive benefit of timed hydration before meals. Drinking a full glass of water right before breakfast might dilute stomach acid and make digestion harder, especially if you're eating something heavier like eggs or toast. But drinking a small amount 30 minutes before breakfast primes your stomach without interfering. Seniors who suffer from indigestion or bloating often notice big improvements just by adjusting the timing of their water. Again, it's a matter of rhythm, not just routine. Lastly, let's talk about hydration through food. Yes, drinking water is key, but many older adults forget that fruits, vegetables, and soups are powerful hydration tools too. Watermelon, cucumber, oranges, spinach, and warm broths are excellent sources of fluid and nutrients. Adding these to your breakfast, maybe a few slices of fruit or a small bowl of oatmeal cooked with milk or water, helps you hydrate while also giving your body valuable fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This way, your hydration routine becomes part of a larger support system that nourishes your entire being. The point is, hydration isn't about chugging water and checking off a box. It's about learning how your older body wants to be treated. It's about respect, about gentleness, about paying attention to the signals that were always there, but maybe drowned out by habit or noise.